Hello, I'm Dawn. Welcome to Cyprus and to my channel. End of April, update on my raised beds area. Not too much change going on. I've put manure from the local stables in here just to top this up. Haven't sown anything in there yet. I've got cucumbers coming up here. I think it was here I saw a little cucumber the other day. And there's one here by my finger. There. Did see a bigger one somewhere. Ah, here. Look, here's a nice cucumber coming. Beautiful. That's the thing with cucumbers, they do hide. Goodbye, Mr. Snail. Cucumbers for me. This one's coming on. Need to stake that up a little bit. And there's some baby ones coming up. These are from the seeds that last year, the end of cucumber season. The last ones never really grow perfectly. You should never eat the very last ones ripening. So I just slice them and put them back in the pot. This is my beans. And I have done the 4 types of beans around the edge. And then down the middle, I've now put extra stakes for what I call the Timmy beans, and I don't know what sort of beans they are. I know what they are to look at. They're kind of some sort of, they're thicker than runner beans and French beans, but they're that kind of bean. They're just called green beans in Cyprus. The outer ones are beans 1, 2, 3 and 4, which I'll link those in the packets of those. I just call them 1, 2, 3, 4, so I don't have to worry my little head about what they are, but I do have it documented. So I wanted to keep these 4 round the edge separate so I can see which ones grow well and which ones don't do so well. The strange thing was, when I planted, I think I've still got one more lot indoors. I think that's my 4th or 3rd lot indoors. I can't remember how many sets I've done now. But the second lot I planted out look different from the first ones of the same type. They're much greener. Now I think the first ones that were really stringy indoors, I should have planted out sooner. If you look, they're not doing as good. They are growing. What I do is put a tie when I first put them out, and then I can see how much is growing in a space of time and then move the tie up. So some doing better than others. As I say, the middle row are the, what I call the Timmy beans. I always call them where I get them from, so I remember in my head what's what. This one needs another string tie up. This one's doing really well for tallness. I think already it's too hot here for them. This is why they don't really sell bean seeds in Cyprus. I was lucky. I told the story of how I finally got some bean seeds in Cyprus. This is why I don't order normally from abroad. Oh, it sounds like Mike's coming back on the tractor. Let's go and film him. It's not our tractor, it belongs to the stables. But if we're carrying stuff back from there, I think he's given Mike a lot of sand for building. So obviously, oh no, he's got the mixer. Our mixer has broken, so he's lent Mike his mixer, cement mixer. That's what he's got today. Yes, this is our old one. It's going to cost so much to repair that Mike's actually given it to someone that's helped us. They can afford to repair it, and we're just borrowing the one from the stable as and when we need it. Because once we've got our paving down and our slabs around the pool, we won't need one. It's not really justifiable to pay for repairs of the other one when we do so much for the stables. He gives back as much as he gets from us, so he's lending it to us. He doesn't need it at the stable at the moment, so I think we can use it as long as we need it. But obviously Mike will borrow the tractor and take it back whenever he needs it. Tractors are quite useful. Our land's no good for a tractor, not that we could afford one, because being our mountain area, and as you've seen, there's not like big areas of open space. But it's good for transporting. When Mike's car broke down during COVID and we had no vehicle, he lent us the tractor. We couldn't go shopping in it or anything, but it got Mike down to the stables to feed the horses and help out there. So we call this the company car. We don't officially work there, we just volunteer down there. So opposite from the bean bed, this bed is my eggplant or aubergines that have grown for several years now. They just keep coming back up. I keep this area quite moist because I sprinkle a bit of water over these every morning, and that stops any whitefly. Here's Mr Colin Waffles. Yes, you want your airtime. And then here I've planted okra. The ones that are up at the moment are ones that I seeded in pots, and I've also planted some okra seeds in between. Even if you don't like okra, or we call them here ladies' fingers, do grow some, because you will find the flowers on them are so pretty. Hence why I put them here, because we've got a little bench behind a little way up, and we can look at the flowers. We do like them. I didn't like them the first time, and neither did Mike, but the trick is leave them only until they are small, not long and fat. The smaller they are, the better. So the longer and fatter they are, they start tasting not very nice. So maybe if you've tried them and don't like them, you've had them too ripe. And then here because it's moist in here, because every morning I sprinkle the water for the aubergines or eggplants. Hello. Here I've seeded some leeks because they like a lot of moisture. You missed that. Mr Waffles has put his foot down the hole. Look, he does weird, crazy things. He's got his love heart on today. Certain ways he sits, his love heart can be actually perfect on his back. Yeah. That's Mr Colin Waffles, one of 4 of our cats. And then this bed is a bit random at the moment. These were onions that just came up from last year, and I can't remember if I've seeded carrots or onions round them or both. I think I've done carrots, because always plant carrots and onions together. He's showing you his perfect heart now. Carrots and onions. Here I've got so many peppers this year, I want to actually try them in a raised bed as well. You know me, all my different areas and ways of growing, I like to make comparisons. There's a tail that I grew earlier. and I had one melon growing. He's following me around. Look, he's here now. He's like, give me the camera time. Yeah. So here I've got one yellow melon growing. I'll probably put some more melons there. It's a bit random, these two beds at the moment. These were originally my pick and go raised beds. So literally everything I wanted from the kitchen I would put there. He's here now, in case you're wondering. And so we've got random lettuce here, and I think around in the spaces I've put radish and beetroot, I think. Then we've got 2 lots of beetroot, and I've grouped them this year. They will spread out. Beetroots are quite good if you grow them tight together. They won't crowd each other and stop them growing wide, because they're strong fruits, if you like. They call them fruits, as in, I know they're vegetables, but it's the term strong fruits. They will push out. And these I grew in my water containers. So let's see if I can so easily transplant things like that. Just tip them out, push them in, rather than things that you mustn't disturb roots. You can't really transplant very well. We have one Malabar spinach by the post just behind Mr Waffles. That's being eaten a little bit there. I thought it would be. I get snails a lot in this area. And then I'm leaving some rosaletta to go to seed in this bed. So I'm going to have plenty more seeds of those. Do let some things go to seed every year, so we get the yellow flowers and then they will become the seeds. Mr Colin Waffles. It's the Mr Colin Waffles show. Look at him. So this bed, really, a lot of them are going to seed. And then, as I say, I've got radish between. These are the normal red radish. In my hugelkultur bed, I actually picked last night some white radish, and they look like long, thick carrots. They were very spicy, very nice. I hadn't seen those before, so of course I had to try those. I will be getting some more of those, and again some more radish. So radish, beetroot. I think I've seeded some more beetroot in between and radish. So this is kind of my salad garden, if you like. And then this bed is always now zucchinis, squash, anything like that. Got beautiful flowers. We've got some coming. There's a few coming in there. I've got Mr Waffles on my back now. So yeah, we've got some coming. I've actually seeded some more in the bed. And it's good to keep doing them a few weeks apart, because sometimes some of you say you don't get males and females, you just get the males, and then when they die you get the females. As you can see, that is a female. I'll link below my perfect way of getting males, females, and how to pollinate them if you don't think you get plants from each thing. So from each one of these I will get plenty of zucchinis and so forth. So lots there, and as you can see, look, another female. And this is what you do if you plant them a few times apart, few days or weeks even apart. So now you see I have some more. So these will become, most of them will be males first, but I will have females at the same time from the older stock. And as I say, I've seeded more in between. And then finally, I haven't planted anything in this way. I did sow some seeds, but as I say, these are old sandbags. So if you have delivery of sandbags, do keep them. They make good innards for any raised beds. And remember, my raised beds, we don't use screws or nails. So even though Mike's someone who is so frugal and keeps all old screws and nails, we don't even use them on lots of our projects. So I did sow some seeds in these, but as I say, they like the white bags, the snails. So I'm going to have to think of something else. I think things that are already growing will be planted in these in the future. So that's my raised bed update.